Hello and welcome to our first Magic Duels Origins gameplay. Today we're taking a look at a Boros Auras deck that you can pretty much build right out of the gate just by using the cards that everyone gets from the start. So let's take a look at the deck. The idea is pretty simple. Play a bunch of aggressive creatures, preferably creatures with a double strike like the skirmisher. And then put a bunch of enchantments on them, like Nimbus wings, like a Divine Favor, and like Inferno Fist, and then just attack for lots and lots of damage. And if the opponent doesn't have a way to answer your enchanted creature, they're gonna be dead. And if your creature that you're enchanting has double strike, they're gonna die even faster. So let's take a look at all the components here. We've got Elite Vanguard, just as a 2-1 for 1, an aggressive creature. We've got a Goblin Arsonist that can trade early and get rid of the opponent's blockers. We've got the Skirmisher, just a 2-2 that pumps a creature for a turn, which is actually not bad in this archetype, especially if you can pump a double striker. We've got a Divine Favor, just as +1/+3. The 3 life can be nice in a racing situation, but just the toughness is nice, so your enchanted creature gets out of burn range. We've got a Nimbus wings to give a creature flying and +1/+2. The flying part is very relevant, as that allows your creature to have evasion, so the opponent can't block. Then we've got one Call of the Full Moon that I've already unlocked, which gives a creature +3/+2 and trample, but the opponent can get rid of the Call of the Full Moon. But since we're going pretty all in, this fits the deck nicely. We've got Inferno Fist, which is one of the best enchantments just because it gives 2 additional power, so combine that with a double strike and you can see where that goes. Then you can also sacrifice it for single red to deal 2 damage to a creature or player. So if you keep up the single red, then if the opponent tries to kill your enchanted creature, you can still get some value by killing the opponent's creature or dealing 2 damage to their face. And then we've got Twin Bolt for some removal. We've got the Skirmisher, which is the most important card in the deck. It's double white, so we do have to play lots of white sources, but he's definitely worth it. Then we've got Heliod's Pilgrim, another very good card in this archetype, just as it's a 1/2 creature that searches up one of our enchantments. And yeah, it's just card advantage. You get a creature in play, and if you just enchant a Pilgrim, you can also do some damage, especially if you get a Nimbus Wings and already have maybe an Inferno Fist in hand. You'll be attacking for 4 in the air, which is also a pretty quick clock. Then we've got Iroas's Champion, another card I've already unlocked. It's just a 2/2 double striker on the ground, but for a red and a white, so it's slightly easier to cast. And the more double strikers, the merrier. And I've already unlocked a Kythian's Irregulars as our top end for 4 mana, Renown 1, and we can tap a creature. And then our mana base, 10 plains, 7 mountains, and then 2 clifftop retreats, and 4 Boros guild gates. Guild gates are slightly awkward when we're trying to curve out and play our 1-drops, but it's a necessary evil in this deck. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's jump into some games. I will be battling the AI on hard difficulty for now. Alright, let's take a look at our opening hand, which is a little land heavy with 4 lands. We do have a Pilgrim. I actually think we can do better. Alright, this is much better. We don't have an enchantment, but we have a Vanguard into Skirmisher, into, I guess, another Skirmisher, into the final Skirmisher. Lots of Skirmishers in this deck. Let's see what we're up against. A black. Alright. Alright, I think I'll still go with the Kin's Bale Skirmisher, so we can Inferno Fist on the Sky Hunter, attack for 3, and pass the turn. What I do like about this new game is how fast the turns go, since you automatically go to the next phase if you can't play anything, so the games tend to be a lot faster, and since this red-white deck is already pretty quick at killing the opponent, games tend to be over pretty quickly, which is nice when you're trying to grind for gold. Let's attack first, just in case our opponent has removal, but I don't think there's anything he can do for a black and a white at instant speed. And play our skirmisher. And then next turn, if our opponent doesn't remove the skirmisher, we can Inferno Fist it up and also pump it with the Kinsbale and do lots and lots of damage. So the only card I'm worried about here is Reprisal, which kills a creature with power 4 or greater. So maybe we can play it conservatively here and just Inferno Fist on the Sky Hunter and then target something else with the Kinsbale, since that'll make the Sky Hunter a 3/3 out of Reprisal range. So I think I'll go with that. And we could also just be patient and play this next turn, keep up the Inferno Fist activation, but I think it's important to get the creature out here. And let's pump the Elite Vanguard. So we're attacking for quite a bit of damage here. This is 6, this is another 3, and this is another 2. So that's 11. We could have done 12 damage if we pumped the skirmisher, but we wouldn't have killed the opponent regardless. Alright, and I don't think our opponent can get out of this. Alright, no need to play the Heliod's Pilgrim. Let's attack. And that'll do it. So, as you can see, this deck can have very explosive starts. And yeah, pretty good way to earn that gold when you're grinding to unlock cards. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, time for another duel against the Artificial Intelligence. And this hand is good. We do need the second white source again, but I think we can get there. And let's play the Stabbed since we don't have any other plays. And pass the turn. Alright, there's our white source, so we can do that now. And next turn play out our skirmisher. We are up against the black-red, so maybe we should play around removal spells. We also drew the champion, which is another good double striker. I think we just play the champion here. This at least dodges 1 damage spells, should our opponent have those. Alright, Grixis Colors. Leaving up 2 mana, so could very well have a Twin Bolt. So I think we don't enchant this one quite yet, and instead just play the other skirmisher. But let's attack first. And their opponent's gonna take it, alright. Play the skirmisher and hope our opponent doesn't have a sweeper effect. And then next turn we can go crazy. Alright, Eyeblight Assassin. That's a 1 damage spell. Kills our Sky Hunter. But we still have a champion, and now we can start enchanting it. So we can go Nimbus Wings, Inferno Fist, and make sure we leave up the red mana. So we hit the opponent for 10. 12 if we sacrifice the Fist in response to a removal spell. So our opponent will be at 4. We have another 2 damage in our hand, and Pilgrim can get another Inferno Fist. So if our opponent doesn't gain life and doesn't kill all our stuff, he's gonna be in trouble. Alright, let's Inferno Fist the opponent. Could also kill the assassin, but I think going to the opponent is better here. So just bounces the champion, which does get rid of the enchantments. So we could just heal its Pilgrim, find another Nimbus Wings to enchant the champion. A lot of options. If we draw land, we can play champion and Pilgrim. Instead we draw Nimbus Wings. Interesting. So I think we can play the champion and then just pause the turn. If our opponent doesn't kill it and taps out, he's dead. Otherwise we can probably just play out the Pilgrim if he kills the champion. Glory Chaser, alright. That's fine. And Infectious Bloodlust is fine as well. And our opponent taps out. There's no instant we need to play around, I think. For single red or single blue. We could block, but we're not going to, since we can just win next turn. Alright, so we can play Nimbus Wings. And attack. Yeah, there's no reason to play more stuff. Alright, so double strike, getting it done. So I think we can try to jump into some multiplayer games, see how that goes. Alright, time for our first multiplayer game. And I think this hand's keepable. We do need to draw another white source for the Sky Hunter here. But we do have a bunch of enchantments already, so we can always enchant our other creatures if we really have to. Let's see what we are up against. Plains into nothing. Alright. And there's our second white source. That's awesome. Yeah. I think we just put another creature out there instead of playing the Call of the Full Moon here. I would rather play this on our Sky Hunter. So let's attack for 3. Next turn play the Sky Hunter. And then start enchanting. Alright, let's see what our opponent brings to the table. Another plains into his own skirmisher. Alright, so we can just offer the trade here. And then play our Sky Hunter. Alright, opponent takes it. Play our Sky Hunter, and we're definitely not gonna block. And hopefully our opponent taps out, so we don't have to play around a reprisal. Nimbus Wings, that's fine. Is he gonna stay on defense? He probably should, yep. Alright, he leads Pilgrims, not bad. So what's the plan here? If we enchant our skirmisher, we can just offer the trade, but that doesn't seem great. If we use the Call of the Full Moon, we have a 4/3 double striker, so the opponent can't even trade. So I think we just play the Call of the Full Moon here. and attack with our skirmisher and keep it at that. Opponent takes 8. And we'll pause the turn. And then next turn we can just do an alpha strike, even if he gets rid of the enchantment. Alright, Suntail Hawk. So I think our opponent's gonna be able to play 2 spells this turn and a Divine Favor. Alright, so we've got a mirror match going here with the enchantment decks. Unfortunate that our call will fall off now. But we still have a Heliod's Pilgrim. Alright, let's see. Goblin Arsonist. I think we just play the Pilgrim here. And look for an Inferno Fist. And play out the Arsonist. And pause the turn. Fifth land for the opponent. Into a Griffin. Alright. Our opponent's not gonna make it easy. And we draw a Guildgate. So, what happens if we Inferno Fist and Nimbus Wings our Skirmisher? We'll have 4 power and 3 toughness. So, if he double blocks, we can kill this and also kill this. If he blocks with these, he loses them both. If he just blocks with 1, then he chumps. Yeah, I don't hate going all in on Skirmisher here and then attack with everyone else as well. So if the opponent chumps this, he gets to eat 2 of our creatures, and that's actually not that great. So maybe we just attack with the Skirmisher and then pretty much force our opponent to either trade or chump. It's just gonna chump. Unfortunate that we don't get to keep up a red mana to sacrifice the Inferno Fist. So hopefully our opponent doesn't punish us here. That's 6 white mana. Divine Favor, that's fine. So, and the Nimbus Wings. Okay. Our opponent's got a very large creature. And he can kill our Skirmisher in first strike damage, which is not great. And our opponent's at 11. I think we just have to pause the turn here. Unfortunately. And hope to find a way to deal with the opponent's Griffin. Or just find more enchantments in general. And the thing is that no one can really afford to attack here. So it's kind of a stalemate. Alright, there's a Pilgrim. So now we could search up another Inferno Fist. This is 6 power, but still can't kill the Griffin. We can look for a Divine Favor. So this has 6 toughness, but then he double blocks. I'm gonna go for it here. I think we get the Divine Favor here. And then hope to find another enchantment at some point. enchant our skirmisher. Alright, opponent finds another land. Alright, there's a skirmisher. So now we can give this 7 toughness, attack with it, and the opponent can't kill it in first strike damage. So then we get to 6, 12, kill them both. Alright, that sounds good. Do we attack with everyone else? For opponent chumps, and then he can eat 2 creatures. Still takes 3. I don't think we attack with everyone yet. See how this works first. Alright, our opponent's just gonna chump. Makes sense. And we'll have to find another way to pump our skirmisher to make our final attack. Opponent finding more land is unfortunate for him. And there's a twin bolt. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, I think we attack with everyone here. Opponent goes for the double block. And let's do this and then this. We can just twin bolt the opponent. No need to be fancy. Could have also sacrificed the Inferno Fist, so actually didn't even need to draw the twin bolt there, if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'll end it here for this gameplay. I want to thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.